Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here with MGS Coaching Football. My background is my 38th year coaching football. I've either been a defensive, offensive, or special teams coordinator as well as a head coach at both the collegiate and high school levels. Continuing in my red zone goal line short yardage playlist here, I'm going to talk to you about how we adjust versus 22 personnel, two running backs, two tight ends. All right, and how it impacts our lining up, how our Bulldog has one more box defender than gaps to defend, and how a structure change of Bruin, which remember is specific to a running back motion, impacts us, okay, and how we adjust to it. So first up here in 22-eye flanker, I have the fullback, and it could be the tailback, either one, motioning away from the lizard rip in this case, okay? And so it's a structure change again because the structure, as we call it, like the roof on a house, determines the type of house structure. It went from two back to one back. All right, so this one's pretty easy in the sense that the whip and dime are bracketing the tight end already. The boundary corner is available because he doesn't have an assigned receiver. So one of the backs motions to him, he widens out, takes the running back. Right, boom, done. It's a Heisman already anyway because two tight ends, the dime's in a bracket with the whip, the free's in a bracket with the mic. That doesn't change. So the Heisman call is versus two backs as well. Okay, so you'd see the presentation in the same playlist, right? Red zone goal line short yardage on how we handle two backs when they stay in 22 high flankers. So you need to see that playlist. Again, so how we lined up. We add even, which tells the free safety versus 22 knows he's going to be on a tight end. The free safety rover Mike and backer go to the Liz in this case, or the Liz or rip. So if we were a rip, free rover Mike and backer would be right. So the whip, dime, and boundary, no, they go opposite. That's the significance of the even add. Remember, add, it's in front, tag, it's at the end, right? So in this case, right, there are 8 gaps, 4 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As always, we have one more box defender than gaps to defend. All right. And so, again, these are 4 defensive linemen. These are in all likelihood 2 outside linebackers, and these are 3 inside linebackers. So this is a 40 line, 3 inside linebacker, 2 outside linebacker, 2 corner. Okay, personnel versus this grouping. So you really got to be on top of it as far as practicing substitution. I mean, you can do it in meetings, just call out 22 without even putting up a formation, just signal 22, and the kids should make the changes. It's a very easy thing to do, and it doesn't take long, but it's so helpful because it's chaotic on a sideline, even at the college level. So you got to work on it all the time. Okay? So to get back to how we adjust, it's that simple. It's going to be in bracket no matter what. So when the back goes to the boundary, he bumps out. There it is. Boom, done. What happens when a back motions to this side, though, right? So you got to teach it to your kids in sequence. This is how we handle it when it's two back. They brew and structure change to the boundary. This is what we do. When they Bruin, and I use the fullback again, it could be the tailback. This is what we do. See, it's a different effect on the coverage. It's still a Heisman. That doesn't change. It's still whip and dime bracketing the tight end. That doesn't change. But what does change, and it brings in the rope here a little bit, we're not going to run the corner all the way across. I mean, that makes 0 sense. Excuse me. But since it's Heisman, okay, he's got the back. We know that already. He doesn't need to be here. There's no threat of fullback anymore like there was before. Even if it stays two back, he's going to help, right? Running back two. See the playlist. But this is what we do. When the back Bruins motions to the lizard rip, the Mike literally has to say, I'm leaving, because that tells the free safety there's no bracket. Now you got the tight end all by yourself. And the Mike has to bump out and take the fullback by himself. And that's literally what he says. I'm leaving. That's it. I'm leaving. Bon, you're on your own. See ya. It's not a problem. But you got to say I'm leaving, or otherwise the free safety is going to let the tight end go thinking you're there. Okay? And then the boundary is pulled to the middle third because that frees him up. Okay? So this is what we call tempi. Okay? 2 tight ends, 3 receivers. We call it tempi. Okay? And that's the difference. Denver, right? Motions to the boundary, just one simple adjustment. Tempe, back motions to the lizard rip. Mike tells the free, I'm leaving. So you're on your own. You got the tight end by yourself, no matter where he goes. Boundary now works to the deep middle, and that's the adjustment. There's still a bracket here. That doesn't change. It's still Heisman there, except now he's just got one guy to worry about, right? As he did before. Heisman's a Heisman. Done deal. And that's it. So, as usual, please, any questions, reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com, and I'd love to talk football with you.